Hello and welcome back everyone to the next episode on SAP Build App Low Code No Code Development Training with me Anubhav on anubhavtrainings.com. In our last session we talked about SAP Build Cloud Functions where we learned about how to store Anubhav training courses data online. In our today's session, I will show you adding cloud functions inside the Build Cloud. So you can also perform some update or DML operation on your cloud data stored using calling a cloud function. So let's get started. Before we start, if you like this video series, kindly share and subscribe the channel. Also do share the link of this video series with your friends and colleagues in the WhatsApp group so they can also take an advantage of this training. Having said that, let's get started and see how to add a cloud function to update the price of the training courses. So I will head over back to SAP Build Cloud Functions, click on create a new cloud function, say update fees, and I click on create, pass a input parameter as the course ID and also another parameter as the new fees as a number. Now, once we have these parameters, we can utilize them to update the price of a training course. So I can come back to click on update record and make a call to our courses entity with record identifier as my input ID. So let's map the ID over there. So I can just come back and pass the function input course ID as an input there. And what is the data I want to update? It's of course only the cost or the price of the course. Rest all the data I'm going to leave it as it is. And we are just going to update the fees there. So let's pass the input as new fees, confirm. I'm now ready with my cloud function. We save it and a cloud function gets created. Eventually we can go back and now deploy the cloud function which was created. So this way you can also perform multiple DML operations in a sequence of chain. You can see update fees cloud function is now ready. So now we go back to the data set, look at the course data. We have no new data because we redeployed. So I will upload the dummy data from my Excel file and now I will have new entries. So you can see this particular course here, which is the ABAP on HANA AMDP course. It's now $350. I would like to change the cost of this to $500. So for to be able to achieve this, we are now going to go back to Build Apps, go and start our application. So we go to integration tab where we've already linked the courses and orders. So you can see it's showing that there is an update in the build cloud functions. So we can click on this to bring in those updates. And when I do that, now I have a cloud function to update the fees. We can enable or disable this cloud function. Once I enable, I can now consume it in my application. So now what I want to do is to go back to my user interface, go to courses screen, and then you can see we are having ability to drill down to course details. And here I'm going to update the price as well. So let me add a input field and also a update price button. So in the input field, which is where I'm going to supply the value of the price. So let's create a variable with a page variable as new price as a number. Come back and we are going to bind this with the page variable new price. Perfect. So there we are now going to have the new price value. So actually it's the label. So it's must say enter the new price and binding will be with the value. Done. So now is that we have done this. My next thing will be to only allow number pad because price will be in number. And then we can just have an update button to call my cloud function. So in the cloud function now, we go back to the flow logic or the logic canvas for the button, and then we are going to trigger our cloud function. So when you come back to the options, you will find multiple options to choose in the flow functions, and you will also find an option to call the cloud function now. So you can see we have a lot of things, a lot of options to choose here. And similar to these options, we will have calling the cloud function as well. So we're going to choose the run cloud function now, connect the dots, and of course, it's the only one available, call update fees. We pass the binding of the updated page variable with the new price along with the course ID, which we are going to get it automatically as a parameter, hopefully. Yes, great. Once the update is done, we can just show a message to the user that an update was carried out already, and user can relax and sit free that the course price has been updated. Perfect. So let's say the price of the course updated. Yeah. Okay, I save it, and now let's time for test our application. We preview our application, and we can just go back to Anubhav Trainings app, launch our learning journey, drill down into a course, and the current price of this course is $400. So maybe I'm looking for the one which I was checking there, the ABAP on HANA course. So let me just come down to our ABAP on HANA training. There you go. The current price is $350. Let's make it 500 now and trigger the update. You can see it's been updated now. So I can just go back and come back again, and Wahala, you can see the price is updated. So on so forth, you can go back and check the database. It's already updated now in the database as well. Fabulous. So this is how we can use SAP Build Apps Cloud Functions to also perform CURD operations directly on the server side and build our app stress-free by writing the logic on the server. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next session. Till then, happy building and goodbye.